EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a give, right side. McNeil. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The running back off tackle. Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Eason sets to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First down.
On first down, McNeil. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a give, right side. McNeil. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's brought down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Eason to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They go play action with Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, Eason. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Number 23.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First down, Jets.
Play action. It's Eason. He'll buy some time right. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. This from 54 yards away. Rosas' kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. ground. This is Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Jets 3, Bengals nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. And right side, Henry's got it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Down by Von Bell.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd
and now they will throw it with Burrow.
23-yard line.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there.
Derrick Henry.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now it's Henry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
The tackle
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of...
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Steps away to it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Joe Burrow His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Before the point after.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Check 53, here we go, Mike, 53, 53, Mike. 19, Mike.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Dancing to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I'm ready to take over, baby. Sting, don't it?
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
By the Jets.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll run on 1st down. McNeil. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The stop made.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's Eason off the play fake. And he slings one that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
6 yards to go.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun is Eason. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Eason being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Gonna give this time to the tailback. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Carried by number 23.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Eason. Flushed out right. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
31-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought 1st half. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And this is going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eason airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Eason. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McNeil. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the three.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back now in Cincinnati. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. On first down, Jacob Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Eason. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, watch it creep. Watch it creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 31. Tighten up. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Wings. 51. Let's go, D.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. They'll keep it on the ground. McNeil, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19. Off-play action. Eason. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Off the play fake. Eason. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off play action. Eason. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Calvin Ridley. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. Derrick Henry all alone. The 40. The solid stiff arm. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Derrick Henry, 79 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Jets 12.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Now Burrow on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
A loss of 5 yards.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake. Eason, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. McNeil. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Off play action. Eason. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 11. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Fighting to stay upright. Buying time to his left. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Henry's got it down on the left side. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. Shift.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
In a 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points.